It's Cosmo. Cosmo. Thank you very much. Thank you very much on seeing my awesomeness, soul nature. And also, it's that time that we get this earth back in order, right? Because, like, you notice how on social media and outside of social media, you always see tons of out of shape people, right? Like, we got a lot of overweight people that record themselves eating food. And it's like really depressing to see that, because like when we look at our ancestors, we see Vikings. A lot of Vikings were in shape. And then when we talking about melanated people, when you look at Oshun, Osiris, and all these melanated Afro hair people, they were always in shape. They was never overweight. Like, it's just not natural for human life forms to be overweight. That's not how they came into existence. So it's like we gotta get the whole earth back in order to be like in shape superheroes. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a lot of aunts and uncles and etc. relatives in these Western countries and European countries. They're like out of shape people. But when we talking about African countries and the Caribbeans and Asian countries, a lot of people are super in shape.
Yeah, that's true. It's like it's an addiction, it's like these sugars and candies and GMO foods, like it's addicting, like, it's an addiction. The parasites, that's what they crave, so they're gonna constantly be feeding these parasites. No one detoxes. People frown upon other people who live that type of lifestyle, like a healthier lifestyle. Like my main reasoning for being vegan, or should I say like eating more plant-based and healthier and being more conscious what I put in my body and on my body, is because I feel like it's important to keep a clean vessel. Like some people are vegan because, the animals, and me, I'm vegan because I feel like it's important to keep a clean vessel, and it's just for like spiritual purposes, like I want to always feel as light as a feather. That's how I like to put it. Like I always like to feel light. I don't like that heavy feeling when you're like full and you feel heavy and you want to go to sleep. Like I don't like that. But yeah, that's a fact though.
Yes, you get it. You get it. That's another reason why like when I eat things now, I stop eating like meat around like a lot of weeks ago, right? Because I really wanted to really enhance my athletic abilities. I really pushed to enhance my athletic abilities, because like, something about eating an animal just don't sit right with me, because like we're not supposed to eat something and then all of a sudden like we don't feel like playing sports or doing anything after we eat something. Like, so like me, all I eat is just tortilla chips, potatoes. I eat the brown skin potatoes and like, turn them into fries and eat those. And I will eat like green beans and corn from time to time too. So like I eat things that make me look and feel super athletic, you know what I'm saying? So like, because like it really has a huge improvement on when I go doing running cardio exercise, whether I'm running forward or running backwards too. You know what I'm saying? So like, and especially a lot of people that do taekwondo, they want to be flexible. It's very important to eat things that's not really meat related. Another reason why I went to a tortilla corn chip and potatoes and veggie nutrition is because like I push to have a clean vessel, because like I want to be able to think clear for any type of solutions that I need to solve a problem, because it is true, like we are what we eat, right? Because like The reason why a lot of our relatives in the Western countries like United Kingdom, Canada, and USA tend to always not really have like healthy solutions for things is because of the genetic modified, meat that they tend to like, eat in United Kingdom, USA, and Canada, and like, and a lot of our uncles and aunties in the Western countries, they tend to like they had fall trap to wanting to like just like commit gluttony, and gluttony, it just deals with like people that are like alcoholics or they eat a lot and they do a set of things that's not natural for the human body, right? Because we already know like people like Shango, Yamoya, Oshun, Osiris, Moses, Nefertiti, all these ancient people, especially Vikings, they all ate very clean so they can have like athletic performances and to be able to protect themselves and protect loved ones too. So that's another whole reason why eating clean is like very important. You know what I'm saying? Now, another thing too, I'm gonna say in the next voice note. Now, when we think of this, right? When we think of these athletes, look at these athletes in the Olympics. Now, this is the confusing part, right? Now, we know when it comes to Olympic teams like Great Britain, Canada, USA, those three countries that are known for having genetic modified foods, especially when we are talking about Team USA, right? Now, a lot of stuff that will throw you for a loop. Tell me why Sha'Carri Richardson, she is slim and lean. How in the world she is slim and lean? But when we talk about other human citizens in USA, majority of them, they're just out of shape. But we got people like Sha'Carri Richardson is like super in shape. And all these other people in Team USA is super in shape. And USA is known for having a lot of out of shape people. And that's a lot of stuff that just makes you wonder, like what's going on with USA and all these other Western countries that I listed, like UK and Canada. How in the world that United Kingdom, Canada, and USA in the Olympic teams, they have in shape people, but when you look outside of the Olympic teams of Team USA, Team Canada, Team Great Britain, a lot of the human citizens in United Kingdom, USA, and Canada, they are out of shape. You know what I'm saying? Like if anybody did not know any better, if they just look at athletes in Team USA and they just have, and people that never visit or lived in USA, they'll think just by seeing these athletes in Team USA, they think like everybody else in USA is like this. But no, like a lot of people is definitely not like Sha'Carri Richardson and all these athletes in Team USA. It's like it's ridiculous, yo. Like, and a lot of people will be shocked and be like, damn, I thought everyone in USA is like athletic freaks of nature just because I seen these people in Team USA. But, another thing too, when we talk about famous people like Sha'Carri Richardson, of course, these people in these Olympic teams, they do be androids and robots and like genetic modified humans. So because they're like sellouts, but I wanted to use that comparison. Like, it doesn't make no sense. Like, if you can have people like Sha'Carri Richardson who be super in shape, why can't the majority percent of human citizens in USA be in shape like her? You see what I'm saying?
Right. I was just about to say that, like, with the clean vessel and what you said, too. Like, that's important, too. Like, I was just talking to somebody, and it was like all these girls sitting around here getting these BBLs. And, like, my thing is, say it comes a time when we might have to fight. We might have to go to war. Or we might have to defend ourselves or something. how the fuck is you gonna fight with a big ass? Like, I'm really being serious. Like, I'm being so serious. Like, that BBL that you got, it ain't no way that you're gonna be able to fight and protect yourself, your loved ones, and keep up with the people, like us who work out or who eat healthy and, have the stamina, what I'm saying, the strength and the, to be able to do stuff like that. Like, girl, that big ass gonna slow you down, and you might just be a liability just because you got a big giant ass and you're out of shape, you don't eat right, easily out of breath, like you just good as dead. But my diet, I would say, is of course a good salad, cucumbers, romaine lettuce, tomatoes, all that, and mostly fruits in my diet. Of course, like always, fruits and just water, and stuff like that. Like, honestly, a smoothie will fill me up for the rest of the day, or if not, most of the day, and I'll probably eat a salad or just something light, but it's healthy and it's fulfilling. Like, what I'm saying? And it doesn't have me tired and feeling drained. Like, I'm still ready to do whatever after I eat, and I feel better, and it's just refreshing.
Your point about these women that get BBLs and they rely on surgery, paying thousands of dollars to these evil slave owners that make money off of out of shape people, right? This is another reason why I eat clean. I eat clean because I'm not about to pay thousands of dollars for some crooked doctors that's just gonna like mess up my genetics even more. Because I knew better than a lot of previous generations before me who grew up in these Western countries like United Kingdom, USA, and Canada, that just fell trapped to like, it's normal to be out of shape. It's normal to, just like put the wrong things inside your body, whether it's alcohol and etc. And now they wonder why they don't got no stamina. Wonder why they can't do jumping jacks. They can't even like run for like at least 2 minutes. They can't even do a pull up. So it's like, eating clean and staying in shape is like a real spiritual practice for real, man. I got a lot of relatives who are like highly religious, but they don't stay in shape for real, man. It's like, what's all this religion gonna do if you don't even try to stay in shape? You know what I'm saying? I'm not even a religious person. I don't even be in these woke communities, and I be staying in shape, realizing that staying in shape is like a spiritual practice. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, where I'm at, like, it's not really a lot of people who stay in shape. So it's like, I'm pretty much like the octopus around a bunch of sheep that, they just like to party, and they just like to like be out of shape for real, man. Like, I know when the time truly comes to like fight off against these demon draconians and Nephilim demons and reptilians and all these other slave owner demons, I'm going to be the one who's going to be in shape. And these other people who refuse to be in shape and they just want to, live the unhealthy lifestyle, they're not going to be able to protect themselves, man, or protect loved ones. Because I know the stuff I be doing in the shadows, behind the scenes, like staying in shape and eating clean as much as I can, like I'm going to be the one who's being in shape. So it's like, I don't, like me locally, I don't have many people I don't really have a lot of workout partners locally. So I'm basically like by myself when it comes to this type of stuff. So it's like, if I was around a bunch of gymnastic people, a bunch of highly flexible people, like I would be more flexible than what I am right now. I'd be way more athletic than what I am now. Like I already do a lot of things solo by myself by staying in shape, like for real. Like I just never seen the point of like consuming a lot of fast food that slows us down. And it's like, and a lot of people be wonder why they can't jump high. A lot of people wonder why they can't dunk a basketball, because come on, like they're eating the stuff that's like coming from corporate places. Like if a person told me today, like how would I be able to jump high or run faster or be able to get stronger, right? and they were to show me their habits, like, you know, consuming dead animals or lab meat, you know, because, you know, grocery stores, they produce a lot of lab meat for real, right? So it's like, and these people wonder why they can't jump high, they can't dunk a basketball, they can't do anything, just because they're eating the stuff that comes from genetic modified corporations, and also eating a dead animal. Like, this is another thing too. I know this is a long voice note, but I just cannot. When I saw how chickens get killed and they be sold as products, I'm like, man, there's no way I'm not eating meat again, man. You know what I'm saying? I just can't do it, man. Cause I know human individuals, regardless of what their ethnicity looks like, it doesn't matter if they're Asian, Middle Eastern, European, Africans, Caribbeans, Native Indians, you know, the Latins, the Polynesian people. Like, I know human citizens were naturally made to, like, eat clean, just like animals were made to eat clean. But I'm gonna go deep into this. Like, the proof that eating healthy, making sure your vessel is clean and your vessel is light as a feather, is very important. Like, literally, a lot of these human citizens in USA, for some reason, they keep seeing athletic people like the Vince Carters, the so-called Zach Levines, super athletic people that play basketball. All of these athletic people that are super flexible, they be in a dunk contest. They don't smoke or drink alcohol or don't consume a lot of animals and all that. Like, they literally eat clean for real. Like, for real, man. I guarantee you, if every person was to eat clean, I guarantee you they will be an athletic freak of nature. You know, like, it's just that's just the truth, man. There's people out there who are 5'3" being in dunk contests. Like, there's literal people who are 5'5" doing slam dunk tricks just because they ate clean. You know, there's a woman who is 5'7" is able to dunk a basketball just because she eat clean. She don't put a lot of, you know, poison in her body, for real, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, I'm 6'1", right? I'm 6'1" with shoes on. Like, when I take the shoes off, I'm shorter, but I could dunk a basketball. I could jump high. You know what I'm saying? They be saying, like, oh, if you're like 5'10" or shorter, there's no way you could dunk a basketball. Like, yes, you can. If you eat clean, I guarantee you. Like, a lot of these ancient ancestors, Oshun was not tall. Osiris wasn't even tall. A lot of these ancient ancestors that were super athletic, they were not tall people, but they could jump super high. They could be in dunk contests. They could do every athletic thing you could think of that you see a lot of these slam dunkers in the NBA do today, just because they ate clean, you know? Like, for real, man. Like, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous how a lot of human citizens in the USA, for example, out of shape countries, that think that, oh, you just gotta have the genetics to be athletic. Like, no, all you gotta do is just eat clean and you'll be an athletic freak of nature. It has nothing to do with your genetics. I be telling people this all the time.